Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. Sorry that the lighting is so bad in here today. It's really dark and rainy outside, and I'm trying to create a nice lighting atmosphere here just so it would look better, but it's not really working. My camera's really old and grainy, so I really need to get a new camera and a new vlogging area if my vlogging career continues. But anyway, today I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my perfume collection. Um, the whole reason that I decided to start doing vlogs is because I went on YouTube and I started watching all these perfume reviews, and I thought, oh, that's fun. Like, I really like perfume. Maybe I should start talking about my perfume collection too and do some reviews. But so yeah, I'm just going to tell you some of my favorite perfumes and what I liked about them, and yeah, so let's begin. Ever since I was little, I've always loved perfumes. I started wearing the sunflowers and exclamation and all the Calvin Kleins. I got CK1 for Christmas one year and I just loved it, was obsessed with CK1. And then that's kind of just continued throughout my life. I love going to department stores and just walking around the makeup area, smelling all the perfumes, deciding which ones I'm going to get next, reading about them online, all the different notes and everything. So anyway, yes, that's kind of what I like to do, and I have not a huge collection. Obviously, there are people who have way bigger collections than I do, but enough of a collection that I'm pretty happy with all my scents right now. Of course, there's always something else to buy, but yeah, I thought I would just share a few with you. So first one I'm going to share is, it's called Isatis Iris by Givenchy, and I'm probably saying everything wrong, but you can see the bottle here. So I actually have had this perfume for about 12 or 13 years. Oh, so nice. I actually got it in London when I was living there, and I bought it at Harrods, and it was like, really exciting to get to buy something from Harrods. I obviously didn't have enough money, or very much money when I was working there and living there, but I decided one day that I was just going to treat myself, and I went to Harrods, and I walked all around the entire, beauty area in Harrods, smelling all the perfumes, and then finally decided on this one. And this one's actually a limited edition. I think you can still get the Isatis by Givenchy, just not the Iris version. So the Iris comes in this nice purple bottle, and it's really beautiful. It's very powdery and floral. It has a very nice, light, sweet scent to it, and I love it. It's funny how you can smell it, and it just brings back all the memories of the time when I used to wear this all the time, which is when I was in London. And yeah, I mean, it's a really beautiful perfume. They don't make it anymore, but you can probably still get it on eBay. I mean, if you really wanted to. But very nice, light, powdery scent. It's quite old. You can see that the fluid, I think it was actually clear. Now it's kind of got a yellowy tint to it, but I think that's pretty normal. It still smells okay. I keep all my perfumes just on a tray in my room out of direct sunlight, so it should be okay. But yeah, nice beautiful bottle and a scent that has lots of lovely memories for me. Next one I'm going to talk about here is Miss Dior. Let's see, this is the Eau de Parfum version. So Dior actually came out with the original Dior. The original Miss Dior, I think in the 50s, maybe in the 60s. And then in 2005, they relaunched the brand and called it Miss Dior Cherie. And they came out with, this is actually a newer version. This is the 2012 version. But the 2005 version, I was just obsessed with. It was so good. It was this really nice, sweet, vintagey smell. And it also had notes of strawberry and popcorn. So it was like a really fun, fresh, unique kind of a thing that you don't really smell in a lot of perfumes, and I loved it. If there was I still consider that deep in my heart to be my true signature scent, but unfortunately they have reformulated it a bunch of times and it doesn't quite smell the same anymore. So you can still get it on eBay, the original bottles, but they're quite expensive obviously because they're not really, there's a short supply of them. So this is the Miss Dior. So the 2005 version was called Miss Dior Cherie, and then they reformulated it and they dropped the Cherie, and now they just call this Miss Dior. So this is the Eau de Parfum version. It's got this beautiful bow, lovely houndstooth pattern on the bottom, and it's a nice scent. I don't really wear it anymore. I kind of bought it because I was trying to kind of convinced myself that this was the same as the original Miss Dior Cherie that I loved so much, but it really isn't. It doesn't have that same really sweet, fruity, fun kind of a smell to it, but I bought it anyway just because I wore it for so long and I thought, well, I should try to like the new stuff. So I don't really wear this anymore. I just keep it in my collection just to have. It's nice. It's sweet. A lot of my perfumes have very, like vanilla, caramel, amber, patchouli kind of an undertone to them. So this is, I think, has similar notes to that. Yeah. Sorry, this camera is terrible. So yeah, that's Miss Dior. I do actually have another Miss Dior that I love, love, love. So this is Miss Dior Le Parfum. So this one is the Eau de Parfum, the original one that I showed you, and this is the Le Parfum. So this is a thicker, sort of a thicker, more intense perfume, and you can see it has this beautiful amber liquid inside of it. It's got this lovely metal label, this metal bow, same houndstooth pattern on the bottom of the bottle. Oh, and I just love the smell. It is beautiful. It is like, it has every note that I could possibly love in a perfume. It's like amber, vanilla, patchouli. It's very rich, very decadent. And you spray this on, you're good for like 12 hours at least. It is not going anywhere. It is so rich. I love it, but I find that I just can't wear it every day. It's just a little bit too much for every day. Like, you have to be really careful with how much that you actually put on because it's very strong. It's not an unpleasant smell. I mean, it's a beautiful smell, but I just think that maybe it's a little bit too much for every day, you know, for like walking to the store or going to work. I mean, I can't wear perfumes at work anyway, but if I worked in an office, this would probably not be my first choice because it is very, you know, rich and sensual, and I don't know, it's more of a special occasion, going out kind of a perfume. Oh, I just love it though. It's beautiful. I mean, if I had a favorite perfume, it would probably be this one, even though I don't wear it very often. Next time you guys are in a department store, go to the Dior counter, smell this perfume, and it will blow your mind. It is beautiful. It is worth every penny that I spent on it, even though I don't really wear it that much. But it's gorgeous. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Next one I have here is Prada Candy. So I got this for Christmas a couple years ago, and I've worn quite a bit of it. This was actually kind of my standard go-to everyday scent for quite a while, probably at least 2 years or so. Again, it's very sweet. It's caramelly. Some people think it's kind of boring because it is just that kind of maybe one-note caramelly smell, but I actually think it's quite interesting. I mean, it's not just sweet caramel vanilla. It's got that, there's like a note that all Prada perfumes kind of seem to have, and it just blends really well with the caramel. It's a really, really nice scent. I love it. It's easy to wear. It goes really nice on my skin. It has good staying power, but it's not like an overpowering kind of a scent or anything like that. It's pretty popular. I'm sure that you guys have smelled this before or know somebody who wears it. Yeah, I love it. I haven't really worn this a lot lately because I bought a couple of other perfumes and I've been wearing those, but this is kind of my good standard, you know, when I'm just going out. Oh, my cat is doing something over there. Anyway, this is just like a really great perfume, and I highly recommend it. It's great. I don't really like, they have like Prada Floral and Prada Candy Low or something like that, but I'm not a huge fan. The original is much, much better. Love it. I also purchased, last year I got myself a bottle of Coco Mademoiselle. So this is the Eau de Parfum. Nice bottle, very classic Chanel. Very nice, very sweet. A lot of people say that this smells a lot like the Miss Dior. And I can see why people would say that because I think they do have kind of similar notes, but I find the Miss Dior a lot sharper and a lot more, this is, I feel like, a lot more creamy and a lot smoother and just sits really nicely on your skin and is another, I know, like Prada, like the Prada Candy, this is another kind of good everyday scent. You know, I like it. It smells beautiful in the bottle. When I put it on, I feel like it's maybe not, I mean, it's okay. I just feel like it doesn't really do anything super special on my skin. I was kind of debating selling it, but I don't know. I have to think about it. It's nice. I think it smells really similar to Chance. There's a Chanel Chance perfume that is also very popular and I think has a kind of a similar note. I don't know. I could be wrong. I haven't looked anything up. I'm just saying that somebody was wearing Chance the other day at work and I thought that it was the Coco Mademoiselle. So they do obviously have, you know, share some notes at least. But yeah, very nice. I know this is very popular. It's probably like the most popular perfume right now. But it is really nice. Beautiful. Love it. This is another one, Chanel number 5. So I just bought this one a couple weeks ago. This is the Eau Premiere. And this is a little bit of a departure from my normal perfumes. I actually had a bottle of the original Chanel number 5 Eau de Parfum, and I sold it because I just couldn't, I don't know, it just wasn't working with me for some reason. Just didn't really love the smell. Just felt like it was quite overpowering and maybe a little too mature, or I don't know, something. I mean, I am getting to be mature, but I just found like I'm drawn to more to lighter, fruitier, sweeter, fun scents. So I was actually going to buy the Chanel number 5 Low that just came out a couple months ago, or a month ago maybe, but I sampled it a couple times and I found that I would spray it on and then it would just disappear. Like an hour later, it was like I didn't even put it on. I couldn't smell it at all on my skin. So I was like, oh, you know, that's a lot of money to spend for something that's not even going to last very long. So I decided to get the Eau Premiere instead. And the Eau Premiere is Eau Premier, I suppose it's pronounced, but it's a very similar kind of a smell. Like it's a lighter kind of a version of the original number 5, which is nice. And at first I didn't really like the initial spray, like the really kind of signature number 5 scent that comes out when you spray it on, and I liked it when it dried down and kind of settled on my skin a bit more. But now I really like that original spray, and it's really, it's fresh. It's not something that I normally wear, so I'm glad that I kind of went back to the Chanel number 5 family and stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit and purchased this because I'm really enjoying it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. This is another great one to smell if you guys haven't already. I mean, I'm sure anybody who's watching a perfume video has probably smelled all of these before, but if you haven't, I would recommend this one if you're looking for a nice kind of easily accessible Chanel number 5 scent, and you don't necessarily want to get the original. I would recommend this one over the Low, just for the staying power alone. Like this one, I mean, it does fade in a couple hours, but it's nothing like the Low that just like disappeared off my skin so quickly. And I was going to get the smaller bottle, but I wanted it to match my Coco Mademoiselle, so when they sit on my dresser, they look nice together. Anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to say. I have a couple other, this is just a little sample. This is one that I'm thinking of getting. I probably won't purchase it. This is Spring Flower by Creed. I got the sample from, oh, I can't remember. I don't know. Holt Renfrew or something like that, but this is actually apparently Lana Del Rey's signature scent, so of course I had to get a sample and try it out, and I was thinking of buying it, but Creed is, you know, it's a niche perfume brand, and it's quite expensive. You know, you're looking at, I think, $300 for a bottle or something like that, so probably not going to get it. I'll be happy with my little sample for now. And it's just a fun, very nice, sweet, fruity scent again. Very flowery, too, and just something nice to wear every once in a while when I'm bored of my other smells. But have a couple more, but this video is already getting quite long, so I'm just going to end it there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know, you know, there's probably other perfumes that I could talk about. Maybe if I get a new one anytime soon, I'll do a little review on that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks!